Predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Larry Ogunjobi coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Barney! Over!
Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Watching that, Barney! Barney!
They'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Over!
They'll give it to Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check, Patriot.
On third down, Mayfield. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's one of two Colquitts punting at our game here. This is Britton who gets the first shot. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that doesn't...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Ace!
On second down, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Give him 30 yards there. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Joe Schobert coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Kelsey and Pope, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 27 yards, and the Chiefs are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
On the return, Jabril Peppers. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319!
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10.
Now let's go! 319! 319! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 27.
Black 58 rail!
Mahomes going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And he knocks it through. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Allen Bailey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. They seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On first down, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks when they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Play fake. Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Again, it's Chubb. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hard throw, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Steps away, Mahomes hit, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it, they did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They pitch it to Chubb. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set. V19.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 73 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce in the final minute. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible